This time we're going to take a look at how to figure probability when there's two favorable outcomes. So let's say you're at the carnival and you see a game where you throw a dart and hit a certain number, you win a prize. But in this case, there's two winning numbers. So you can see where the white arrow is here and the white arrow is here, and it's saying that if you hit the number 7 anywhere in here, or the number 13 anywhere in here, you win. And you can see how it's written as the probability of 7 or 13. You win if it lands in 7, or you also win if it hits 13. So the question is, how do we figure that out? To figure out what the probability is. How likely is it that we will win at this particular game? So there's 20 total outcomes. You can see the dartboard is numbered 1 through 20. So you can see right here that there's 20 total outcomes. And remember, we have two chances of winning. If it lands in 7 or it lands in 13. Remember, we're only throwing one dart, but two different numbers would count as winners. So we have two favorable outcomes. So there's your probability fraction. 2 over 20. That simplifies down to 1 over 10. As a decimal, you would write it as 1/10, or your percent is 10%. What's the likelihood of you winning? Well, it's still unlikely. 1 out of 10 chances. So that's how you would figure two favorable outcomes instead of one. So why don't you take a look at the bottom of your notes now and try doing A and B, and then I'll be right back and we'll do them together and see how we did. Okay, ready? Alright, let's do A first. The box of candy has 8 caramels, 5 fudge, 2 coconut, and 5 toffee. So what do we got there? We have 20 total chocolates. And remember, we're looking for the probability of fudge or coconut. And you can see it's written right there. So let's see, how many fudge are there? There's 5 fudge. And how many coconuts are there? There's 2. So we have a favorable outcome of 7 candies out of the 20. So your probability would be 7 out of 20. Let's take a look at the second one. Get rid of this really quickly. And let's take a look at this one. Okay, you predict that you will roll a 1 or a 6 when you throw a dice. What's the probability that your prediction will be correct? Remember, a dice has 6 possible outcomes, right? 1 through 6. And the favorable outcomes in this case is 1 or 6. So that is 2 favorable outcomes. 2 out of 6 would be 1 out of 3.33. Which is 33%. So you have a 1 in 3 chance of rolling either a 1 or a 6. Something to keep in mind next time you're playing Yahtzee. Alright, hopefully that was helpful, and I will talk to you again on level 4.